there's a worn hardball that we're throwing back and forth.
Okay.
And there's like a brown building in the background. I couldn't see it. Right in the last second, it hit the tip of my glove and drilled me right in the fucking stomach. My stomach hurts so fucking bad right now.
I still have a note from CJ from last week.
What I got out of that story was hardball, brown wall, and tip.
I thought I heard worn ball. I thought I heard warm.
Yeah,
Paquin worn out his balls on the brown wall with just the tip.
Yeah, while getting
so
drilled.
Yeah, that's actually probably the best intro we'll ever have. So let's roll with it.
All right.
It's Seas and Islanders. We got you for 73 minutes today. This is the final game of the day, so the lethargy on the field is pretty strong. That's the word Dylan will like.
Lethargy. What was Werner's word? Tepid?
Tepid was his
Tepid?
word. If you had to power rank those two words, how would you do it?
Oh, lethargy 1, tepid 2.
All right.
Werner's the only guy I know that would use the word tepid.
What about the word insipid?
He would probably use it.
You probably use it too.
I don't know. Bruin seems like a guy who would use tepid.
Tepid.
Maybe.
But yeah, it is full color. As we said, final game of the day. Islanders Seas. And we got a lot of time to talk. But let's get into, I think the thing on people's minds today is Steven Werner stepped in for David Castle doing the powder rankings, I believe they're called.
That's what they look like this week.
And,
powder rankings.
And just let the Squirrels have the floor. And what do you guys think about that development?
First off, the Diablos are number 1. We just went 3-1 against them and dropped from 1 to 5. I don't even know how that's possible. And then
collusion.
Yeah. Jeez, I don't know. It's a hot take.
Well,
yeah.
Werner did
Somebody
used to
say
play
cahoots.
for a chicken team. Diablos are still kind of a half chicken team. Maybe there's a.
No, I think it has to do with a lot of.
Yeah.
He's
know what I mean?
Somehow
he's
King
doing
Friday
a dick sucking
jumped
motion.
us. King Friday and the Seas
Tossing
jumped us.
somebody's salad.
Mm-hmm.
Playoff pictures are.
All right, real quick, let's go. What would yours be? 8-1.
Absolutely.
Josh, 8-1. Go. Power rankings.
Oh boy.
We only have 73 minutes.
Okay, we got plenty of time to talk about this.
All right, you take your time, Dylan. You do yours.
Me? Okay. So 8, we got probably the
I wasn't
Stinky
sure whether
Nuts.
to start from the top to the bottom.
The Stinky Nuts, definitely.
I think
They
that's
dropped
gonna be-
RJ.
Everybody's.
That's gonna be a yes across the room. Actually, let's do this a more fun way. Someone says an 8. Like we'll go around. There are 5 of us here, so it's gonna be weird. But you say an 8, I'll say 7, and you can never repeat one. That seems fun.
Alright, I'm down with that.
So you got
Well,
Stinky.
mine's easy. So I got 8.
So-
Well,
Stinky
you got
Nuts.
another pick coming around to you, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Dennis is they're gonna be the one that doesn't get to say 2. Sorry, Dennis.
It's all good, dude.
You're the
All right,
producer
but-
anyway.
So Dylan at 8 with Stinky Nuts. At 7, I throw Islanders. They're in a free fall.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well,
They're going to trade Gendron.
6 is aces then.
Yeah. I'm
Like he said in his, like Werner said in his, they're the best of the worst. They are 5-2 in their last 7. So, granted,
They
one
had
of those,
Scott for 5.
one of those two of those wins aren't on the roster anymore. But hey, they swept the Stinky Nuts.
Who are
So
you going with 5 there, Ski?
5, I have King Friday.
King Friday at 5?
Yeah, I have King Friday at 5.
That's what I thought, too. Definitely.
Who do you got for 4, Dennis?
I say the Diablos 4.
Yeah.
Diablos 4.
I agree with that too.
No, they're
Diablos
number 1,
4.
man.
No.
Diablos 4.
So 3.
I'll take Seas at number 3.
Seas at 3, you think?
Yeah.
I guess we're just bouncing it back. So pick one. You do your number 2.
I'll take. See,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
torn because one of them's my team. I'm gonna
Well,
say.
No, go with your stuff. Go with what you've seen us do and everything. What you guys are doing. Go with the
Well, I mean,
go with the real deal.
okay.
The
Well,
real deal.
I would legitimately. I would have to say, you guys 2 and us 1, just because we beat you twice. And that's the only
If
reason
you're
why.
looking at it as
I
a
get
whole,
you.
you guys are already 2 up on us prior to this week. On paper, you guys have a favorable matchup. We don't know if Skinner's going to show up. We don't know what's going to happen throughout the games. On paper, you have Farkas. It's almost an automatic win every time.
But I also see it in foreseeable future. You guys have 4 easy games coming up, and we already played those teams. So
True.
See, now that's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't think upcoming schedule really goes into power rankings. I think it's things
It's a
you've done
weekly
up until this
basis.
now.
Yeah.
It goes by
Like obviously the upcoming schedule is important for what happens, but it's not like just because I play the weakest team in the league, that doesn't affect my power at the moment.
No.
right.
So,
True. Your hot
And-
streak kind
But we're gonna.
We
go
talked
through
about it
our-
earlier, and I put you guys one and us too.
oh, look at that
But
exciting
thinking
run right
about
there.
it,
That's an exciting
I
run,
think
folks.
we're the top teams. Us too.
Definitely.
But we're gonna go 2-0 against the Stinky Nuts this week, and we're probably gonna shoot right back up the rankings, which is stupid because it's just a Stinky Nuts.
Our last 5
Well,
year 4
But we should be up there already. So
Yeah, and we haven't said it, but based on that, who did you say was 2?
I put them 2 and then us 1. And the reason why is because we beat them twice.
it's fair.
That's a fair.
Fair logic.
That's a fair
yeah.
one. But,
If we split, it could have went either way. If you guys beat us, I'd put you number 1. But since
Yeah.
like to me, we kind of hit on some of the things there, like in the power rankings. Like there are 2 things I think people really don't get about power rankings. Number 1, they have absolutely nothing to do with the standings.
Nope.
They are they're supposed to be looking at a completely different set of criteria.
Right.
If you want,
standings is a yearly metric,
Yeah, it's-
and the power rankings is a weekly
yeah,
metric.
standings is overall, it's absolute, it's the full body of work. In and obviously in a 162 baseball game season, there's a lot more ebb and flow than an 11-week wiffle ball season. But
Absolutely.
still, there are still I think the more important things are like the last 5 or your streak or your last maybe even
Yes.
last
exactly.
10's almost half the season,
Right.
but still something like that. So much bigger than that.
What have you been doing
And
lately?
it comes out on a weekly basis, so I mean, if you go 4-0, I mean,
You're gonna be shooting up the rankings.
You should
Yeah, like-
shoot up towards
Yeah.
the top.
Like
Right.
Dylan said something earlier today, and like you were just saying it based on who the teams were. But you're like 12 and 16 should all be
1,
the top
2, and
3,
3.
yeah.
I probably shouldn't have said that, but us and the ball should be. at least
there. I
top
mean, there are situations where definitely they should be, and they'd all be in the contention. They're all 3 and 2 or 4 and 1 in the last 5. So I mean, they'll all have a they all have a chance to be there. But with just I forgot what I was going to say. Completely blacked out.
What
That's
just
just-
happened?
but yeah, like you could have a team that's 12 and 0, and then they out at home. But you could have a team that goes 12 and 0, and then they lose 6 straight. Obviously, that team shouldn't be ranked anywhere
Well,
above
no.
5 in the power rankings. So like that's why the standings in them are so completely different. Like the rankings that just happen right now. What's up with the team? So it's like we said, the last 5 to streak and moves like trades. Like us getting Kajawa, sure we're 500, we're 5th in the standings,
But you're
we-
probably number 3 in the power rankings in my
That's
opinion.
huge.
Yeah.
That is real huge. Trying to make a playoff push. Oh yeah.
and then
Best thing you guys could have done right there, dude.
and then
Gave up the future though.
Oh, absolutely. I don't believe in the future.
Don't believe in the future?
Shit.
I'm praying for Armageddon sometime between August and December.
You better hope it's gonna be an open
But,
full season.
And the second thing, because I said there were 2 things people don't get, it's mainly because they come from the league Twitter account, I think, is probably what's a lot to blame for this. But so many people take them as completely official. Like,
right.
they're not official at all. They're one man's completely subjective opinion. Normally Castle, used to be Carl back in the day. Werner did them today.
Warner filled in and
Well,
so
Carl used to do them.
Carl
Carl did them objectively. You know,
yeah. I like
Carl
what
did them
Carl did.
objectively.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Castle kind of does. He's very close to the standings in his. There are a couple teams every week that slide a space or 2. But
Yeah.
I think Werner kind of today was probably just trying to
Stir the pot.
Yeah, stir the pot.
stir the pot and like
Objective.
completely say, "Hey, I don't want this to look anything like the standings." So he probably went to the extreme to prove that.
Well,
point.
you know, next time just draw out of a fucking hat instead of
Right.
just
I think
come
that's
up with
just
one.
I think that's
Draw out of a hat instead of coming up with a stupid way to figure it out because it didn't make any sense to me.
Aces are the best team in the league after trading Kajawa. They're 2-0, and what was their run differential this week?
it was big. They won. They scored 18 and 15. I think they gave up not even 5 runs. I don't think they gave up.
Team Villarreal.
Yeah, Team Villarreal.
For real though.
Ooh, that was pretty fancy, Joyce. He tried Nick Braden's little bat flip thing. He's gonna do it again.
It didn't flip.
You know, he caught it though, so it's better.
He's not
But
bad.
like that's kind of why last year I tried to get both Stroney and Castle to do 2 sets of power rankings, just to be like, point out, hey, these are just completely random. It's it's somebody's opinion, and plus, like, you could, like, I thought that would, like, get like 2, like, people. Some people would agree with one guy, some people would agree with the other, and then you'd have online shouting matches.
Right.
But
I would like that.
But that ended up lasting, I think, about 2 weeks. So that was sad and depressing.
I remember that. This game is very lethargic.
This has been about... Hey, there you go. Dylan's got a good word. I think this has been about 3 minutes between innings.
Yikes.
Great use of time, guys. Moving on. Ooh, yeah, there's our next power rankings. We'll miss it for a second. Islanders jerseys. Like them? Hate them?
I like them.
I'm indifferent. They're all right.
Probably number 2.
I like the Aces jerseys.
Aces are definitely number 1.
Those are nice.
Did you see the Aces new ones?
Your guys' are
Yeah, they got new ones a couple weeks ago.
No, the Aces just got new ones.
Or this one I'm
week.
talking about. Or maybe
This-
it was
it
this past
was this
weekend.
week they got
oh,
blue
this past
ones.
weekend then.
Really?
blue ones?
It's just got the A, and then the primary logo is a patch, but blue with yellow piping.
Oh, those
He
are
gets them
probably
for
nice.
cheap over there, I think. He
Right,
might
Yeah,
get
when you wait
something.
6 months to get them made.
He knows Mr. Dangle. Or Mr. Sauce, I'm not sure which one.
I need that hookup.
Dangle sauce.
Give me the plug.
Let's keep on the power ranking, so let's do a same exact premise. We'll start with Dennis on this one. Power rank the jerseys
8 to 1.
8 to 1.
Start at 8.
Oh,
Power
this
rank
this
the
one's
jerseys.
easy because there's one team that doesn't have them this year.
Diablos are 8.
All right, we're starting with Chris. He goes to the Diablos at 8.
I was gonna say stinky nuts.
How?
At least they have a jersey.
At least they have one.
Yeah, that's true.
El Diablo's jerseys are actually worse than Holy Balls were last year.
They were the Titans one week, though.
Because
They were the Titans ones.
Because the whole year I was.
Oh, and they're also Cuervo no Chase.
Right. Jose Cuervo, no chaser.
Their logo never changes, so they've got like last year's jersey sometimes, and
Well,
Or you
generally
have 4 Tomlinsons on the field.
4 times.
Yeah, exactly.
That's definitely got to be 8.
if Borges and Hatter there though, they're wearing the black jerseys that say
just
whatever
have it written
yeah.
on in fabric paint.
All right.
All right,
One
so
that said shat.
which way should we go?
So
We got-
Diablo's 8.
Let's go Josh 7, and then we'll come around this way.
We established who was 8.
El Diablos.
Oh, probably Islanders then.
Ooh.
7?
Oh damn.
Ooh.
I like that. That's a bold pick. I kind of agree, though. I mean, the advertising patch is a
I do like
is
the-
a negative 8.
I do like the button ups though.
Yeah.
I mean, good style.
Gave him
The numbers
7.
are cool.
This is a hell.
7. All right, then what's 6? Or no, we went that. Or
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah. Go ahead, Dennis.
6.
Do you know the other teams in the league?
I'm trying to think right now. 6.
Here,
You,
Dennis.
you can use a skip if you want. You can use a,
Those are team names.
I'd probably put like us or
Yeah, no, I'd put King Friday.
yeah, King Friday.
King Friday.
King
That's pretty
Friday at
fair.
6?
I do like the color combination, the black and the
Yeah.
blue.
Man, you guys are throwing it all.
Castle's rocking the royal blue.
Well, at 5.
I mean, they would have been better had they actually worn blue.
Yeah.
And then, or even navy, which is
Black would be hot. I mean,
Yeah,
that's-
too hot for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe throw the crown on there too.
I mean, I like.
He
Holy
went
Balls
vintage with it, though.
I like Holy Balls
Alright.
because they're like the
Alright, so
uniqueness of it.
We have 8 was El Diablos because they don't have any. 7 was Islanders because Josh is a bold man, and I like him for it.
Bold man.
I like him for it. And 6 was King Friday. Dylan,
a break.
you've got 5.
5.
Where would you guys put the Islanders? I mean, do you if you disagree with my
The advertising patch puts them down towards the bottom for me, so
We'll
I'm with
see
you.
here.
for bookies?
5, I'm going with the Squirrels. I wanted to do more with the jerseys
Yeah.
this year, just didn't work out that well.
We were on a
lot
short
of
time
time.
limit.
Yeah.
What was the original idea that evidently failed?
Ooh,
Dude, there was so many of them that just didn't work out. We had to go from place to place to place to place, and it was the brown,
we
man.
thought
that
we
throws
had
us off. We can't find the
We
anyone
thought we
that
had
does a
it
brown
set
or
up
does a
and
brown.
good for cheap and everything like that, but then we kind of it fell through.
Mm-hmm. Next year, I think I'm gonna do the button ups next year.
Yeah, button ups look nice.
Yeah.
It was 4.
So 8 was El Diablo, 7 was Islanders, 6 was
Friday.
Friday.
5 was Squirrels.
4.
Alright, so that means we've got left, Cias are left.
Stinky Nuts, Holy Balls,
Stinky
and
Nuts.
Aces.
I'd probably
Holy
say
balls and aces.
Oh man, Stinky Nuts at forward.
Yeah, I go Stinky Nuts at 4 too. I mean, it's pretty cool. I like what he did with the roundel. I like the green, but the other 3 that are left are
Green's
just,
nice.
especially now that the Aces have 2, they've kind of jumped up a bit. So yeah, Stinky Nuts is at 4 just because they're outclassed by the 3 remaining. So Chris, and then we'll bounce back.
I'm going to put the Cias at 3 just because it was pretty much the same thing we've seen last year. And it really wasn't a different design as
Yeah,
we've
Corbs,
seen
you
in
need to
years
step
prior.
up your playoff design or get a new jersey for the
I like
playoffs.
those.
These
shirts.
ones you see right now, these are what champions wear. So why would we change?
There you go.
Hashtag Lime to Shine. Hashtag Champions. Those are the only 2 hashtags we have.
Holy shit.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, then I too. I'm gonna pick the balls.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Getting some love for Vil.
Yeah, I would say Aces 1. I'm
Yeah.
happy you picked that.
Yeah.
I'd have said Aces 1.
Yeah, but balls at 2.
Balls jerseys aren't even that special.
They're
I
awesome.
like the purple. I like the logo. I like it all. I mean,
We have another one in studio in the
like you're
vintage
the white
style.
one.
You're literally a ball there.
know, the white ones are
You
the
are a
best,
ball.
man.
Like, you're a holy ball, but
Exactly.
you are a ball.
I was part of the
Pair it with
greatest
some white
jersey
shorts,
era
and you're
of all
good to go.
time.
You are.
That
a
was
ball.
voted. That was voted as the best jersey in the nation.
Well, yeah, we were
Oh, yeah.
literally balls.
We have literally balls.
White balls all over the
Like,
field.
Hell yeah.
that would be the only thing I would say about these ones, the white ones. That makes more sense because it is a white ball. But I think I like the purple ones more just because it's purple. Like this one you could easily confuse with the Islanders.
Yeah, definitely.
But
I do
balls
like
at
the
2.
purple. Purple's
I'm fine with that because Vil did throw a lot of work into the Aces ones. They got the yellow is some people hate the watermark on the back.
I don't
That's the
like
only
it.
thing,
I don't
'cause
like
you really
it.
can't see it.
You can't see it
If
if they-
popped out, it'd be
Right.
hands down.
What?
It'd be real nice.
If they had
The
a darker,
watermark
like
on
if
the
they
back
had like a
is-
darker yellow or a lighter or a darker color watermark on the back where you can actually see
Yeah,
it,
definitely.
you really have to look at it. That's why I would actually, if I were power ranking them, I'd put them like towards the middle, just because I can't see it.
Well, I want to put the Islanders 7. I probably would put them like.
That's why this kind of
4.
a fun game. Depending who's going where, it can go to hell in a hurry. And I like it.
Yeah, you can.
But honestly, like my thing with the Aces jerseys is that on the yellow
I mean,
ones,
arguably
the
they do
piping
have
just
better
randomly
jerseys than us,
stops
I think.
on the neck, which is weird.
Yeah, they do, definitely.
Yeah.
The blue ones
absolutely.
fix that, and the
We don't
blue
have
ones,
good
I actually like the blue ones a lot
Back
more. Which
pick, but-
I think we can throw the blue ones up there for the people who haven't seen them. I'll try to remember to throw that on the video. Good
Write
luck.
that down.
Write that down.
I don't know what time we're at.
This one. Now.
17:45.
We got a long way to go.
We do, and we've talked about everything already.
I know it.
I haven't even seen them. The Aces, New Jerseys.
I haven't either.
What you're about to do.
6 and 12.
Yeah.
Over under how many bucket tosses for Mike Bailey?
Oh, geez, he was. There were quite a few in this one. There's one at the very end too, so there's always one more coming.
Dude, he's not gonna be there, is he?
Well, no, I think he meant just in this video.
Oh.
Bailey, he was slightly fatigued.
What inning are we in here?
This is the start of the second, I believe.
Really?
It's gonna be a rough full color.
Top of the second inning.
Just keep talking.
Oh shit.
There they are.
Oh.
Those don't look bad. That's pretty hot.
The guys are now checking out the aces. So,
Peyton,
that looks
you would
good.
call it hot.
Hot.
is this another thing with your hard ball against his
Tip.
brown wall,
Brown wall.
tip and grill?
Yeah, something
I
like
like
that. Hey,
Jenkins
it was
up
a
to
hard
bat.
ball into
So
the ribs. That wasn't fun.
Aces, you're the best of the worst in the actual power
At least he
rankings.
didn't throw it hard.
Best of the
Right.
best in the
Jersey
that's
power
good.
Jersey power rankings. So good work on that.
That was a good pitch.
Oh, sorry, that was still the second inning. Now we're going to the top
That
of the
was
second.
No, it's still first.
Oh, yeah, that was bottom
first.
one.
Holy shit.
Gendron struck out.
If there's one thing I know about the Cias, and I know quite a bit about them, but if there's one thing I know, it's they play incredibly slow.
Yeah, definitely.
We don't have a sense of urgency about us. we're Gators. We just like to lay in the sun. Just bask for a
Roll
while.
up your sleeves, like
Roll-
Greg right there.
I need to do it more because
Show off the belt a
still
little
got the
bit.
farmer's tag.
Really? What?
I'm charging my phone, dude.
Walking a bunch of guys doesn't exactly speed up the process either.
True.
Gendron's dancing out there. So is Lindenbrink. Yikes!
Oh. Lindenberg right now is just asking to be hit in the face.
I know, it's not the smartest idea.
Which that happened once. Who hit that ball? This was way back in 2013, I think.
When you got
Maybe 2012.
Was it Nico?
It might have been Nico.
Yeah, it might have been.
But Lindenberg was playing short. Like it was in a fall thing we were doing. It wasn't a real tournament.
No,
it was just kind of
I know who it was.
Who was it?
It's Chris Lewis.
the hardest ball Chris
That's
Lewis
who it
ever
was?
hit.
It hit, yeah,
Oh,
it
shit.
hit a ball right off of his forehead. It was in Southgate.
Oh, okay,
I remember that.
okay. I remember
Yeah,
that
that's-
too, but I just didn't know.
Yeah, that would have been fall 2012,
That's sick.
which is
Throwback.
back when we hung out together after the season. That was also the day that Travis, name redacted, so the cops can't go get him, was on all sorts of weird drugs in right field. He was having his own one-man party. Not that kind of one-man party.
Are we sure?
Well, he probably did over in the bushes, but he was like, he was putting on a stage show that only he knew what was going on. He was talking to himself. He was dancing all over the place. Good times.
Who was this?
That was the guy that played for Belgium in 2012.
Oh, he was
Travis.
weird. He was like Ryan Alexio weird, only a little bit weirder.
Whatever
That guy,
happened
was
to
it the
Ryan
lefty
Alexia?
guy?
Ryan Alexson. Yeah, he was a lefty. So yeah,
It was
that
you,
guy.
when
He had
we
longer
faced
hair for
when we
most of the
faced
season.
The Belgian Whiffles with Chandler at Heritage Park. He was
Yeah.
okay. That guy.
He just reminds me of him. That's why I say Ryan Alexio weird. He like had that emo thing going on or something.
When Alexia was the captain of the Seas. Do we remember that?
I do.
Well, wasn't it the start of last year?
Yeah. And then he
Well, it was
missed a
the start
pop-up
of
and
15.
never played again.
Well, I mean, the team was given to him because what was it? It was after 14.
That was Matt
The
Seals.
team
was
supposed to be a joke.
No, that was
wasn't it?
12, dude. I took over the Holy Balls the next year, which was 13.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, technically, if you want to get
What
all,
they went into the-
if you want to get all specific about it, Holy Balls are the Jason Matt Seals. Sias are the Belgian Whiffles.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
All right.
Flying Squirrels, I have no idea who they are. They aren't the original Squirrels because they were gone for a year. I guess they're an expansion team.
Really?
Weren't
They
the
were gone for a
sperm-
year?
They were gone in
the-
13.
13, yeah.
Wasn't that the sperm team in 13 or no?
The Onanism?
No, the sperm team
Seamen.
was the
You're talking about
sperm
the
team.
Seamen.
The Seaman.
Oh, the semen! Ah,
The
I
semen
remember
was-
the semen.
Seaman was 2012.
No, that was to
Jalopes.
replace the Jalopes.
Oh yeah, they
Because
only
we
lasted
booted
a year
them.
and a half. They only lasted a year.
Who
and a
won the league in 2013? The Squirrels? I
Wasn't
thought
it
the Squirrels were
Wicked
always
Aces?
half. Aces.
Wicked
Squirrels are not in
Aces.
the 13.
Aces did.
Bischoffs.
Who won it?
If we want to go champions,
I think-
2011 was Get Her Done, 2012 was the Aces,
Oh,
because Manchester forfeited.
That was
Worst
2012?
finals ever. 2013, the Aces, I believe, went back to back.
Against who?
Yeah.
14, Diablos won. 15,
Aces.
Aces. 16, Seas.
Squirrels will have it this year.
Yeah, I have another two-hearted and think about
Calling
that
it
again.
right now.
Hey, look, that was a quick inning.
You heard it here first.
Yes, you did.
Very quick inning right there. That was under 5 minutes, I think. Not 100% sure.
Have another 2 hard. Again.
As well.
This podcast brought to you by Bell Was Too Hard.
Too hard.
Best beer in Michigan.
Drink 1 and you're done.
Trout.
Drink 20 and you're really done.
You got that right.
So
Oh,
is Lindenberg
Brandon,
really gonna trade
Brandon
Gendron?
knows.
The trade is on the table. Now that Mark's stats are in, we'll get to it. That deal will probably be done tomorrow.
What
Deal is not coming out.
20
The deal's not coming out?
Well,
20
it-
Amadov.
The deal was on the table. I just wasn't going to touch it until all the stats were in. So now that Mark got his stats in about 5 minutes before we started this, so its terms will be kept under wraps. It'll be finalized tomorrow morning. Gendron won't be an Islander this weekend, though. So, as you're watching it, this is Gendron's last
You're right, he's going to be a Holy Ball.
last voyage as an Islander.
Gonna be a holy ball.
Yeah.
That's not true.
What was the? Who was trading for?
We're not talking
You'll
about that
know
right
it
now.
tomorrow. The
Yeah,
deals
we're
are
not
still
talking about it
under
right now.
wraps.
Dude, we know who did.
It should be fairly obvious. If it wasn't one of you
Talk
two,
about it later.
Dude, we know who it is.
Yeah, I know who it is now.
it was Trent Steffies from NWA. I think I missed a letter there.
I can't believe he would go and do that.
NWA.
Somebody with attitude.
Did he at least?
Nachos with attitude, man.
There you go.
Did he at least guarantee that he's captaining that team next year?
Yeah, to trade picks, you have to guarantee and sign off that you're coming back.
Good. Well, that sucks.
And
No team next year. Especially if the rumors are true. That would be a great talking subject.
Yeah, on next year.
Maybe we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, but
Well, yeah, we can.
Because I mean,
But besides Gendron, who else would even be on the block in the league?
well, if you, I mean, you could be
Fisher.
dumb and go after somebody
No.
like Fisher or Diagnes.
No, not even worth it. Diagnos can't hit the board. Fisher won't be here.
you could trade.
Skinner in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
Craig Skinner.
Right.
If the Squirrels fall out of contention, that would be a monumental collapse. That would be incredibly impressive.
We literally need like one win to get in the playoffs. Maybe.
Yeah, the 12 and 16s are pretty much sure. In fact, the playoffs are pretty much secured.
Set.
The spots, or not the teams are pretty much secured, but not the spots at all.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
the actual spot where you're going to be. We already know
That's
we already know the top 5.
The playoffs are going to be like a question mark because we don't know what Diablo's team's going to show up. The Seas now have 2.
No, we know what Diablo's team's
I don't
going to
know.
show up.
With Diablos, I think it depends what they do at the Nationals, honestly. I mean, you can
No,
see Sam and Evan are coming on July 8th to get NWA eligible. That's probably the last regular season games they'll play.
that's exactly what I was getting at.
But I mean, that would be 8 games played, so they'd be playoff eligible for us too. So they could show up there. I mean, who knows? I don't know which way that would work. Like, maybe if they win down there, do they get excited and come back to win a second title in a year?
They don't give a fuck about a WICM.
No,
I don't think that's a hot take.
that's not a hot take.
He's been struck out on that pitch twice.
Nasty
Is he just
break on
wearing
that.
socks?
Yep.
Hey, speaking of, that's this team's thing. Did he pay you to be able to do that?
No. My shoes fall apart, man. I'm not trying to ruin another
It's
pair of
okay.
shoes. I like playing in my socks.
I'll pay Farkas $5 every time he hits one of you guys in the foot.
Dude,
Dude, if he hits me in the head again this week, we're going to have some issues. He
Doesn't do it. He never does it on purpose.
It doesn't matter, dude. He throws freaking hard.
Well, yeah, he does.
And
Well,
I'm the only
Skinner's
one-
hit me a half a dozen times too.
Dude.
I'm the only one that gets hit in the head.
I still have a well.
maybe that's your fault.
Last week,
Your head shouldn't be there. Duck next
I
time.
get like 5 times in one series. Only one at bat.
Skinner hits me all the time.
But you never know where the ball's gonna go. I mean,
Skinner
honestly.
can hit you. It's still not Fark.
Well, you're talking a 5 mile an hour difference?
No.
You think 5 mile an hour? 5 mile an hour?
No, I don't know.
I think it's more than 5 marinara.
5 marinara is what I said.
Spaghetti, no.
Sounds good.
That does sound good.
Big old bowl.
Oh,
Hey, tell Mama Pearson to come and drop us some off, will you?
yeah, right. She gonna tell
Who do
me
you
to go
throw-
fuck off.
Who throws hardest in the league besides Farkas? After
Chandler.
Farkas. You think Chandler's number 2? That's
think
what
so.
I
I mean,
think.
he's not really
Maybe.
in the league, but I would say Fisher, if he were in the
Well,
league.
yeah. But
He throws gas. Yeah, I've been hit
Well-
by him 4 times in a row. 4 pitches in a row.
Oh yeah, he took the
knee,
worst of it.
Thigh, rib, 4 in a row.
He took the worst of it. I don't care about the score.
Yeah.
He took one of.
I
You
know.
remember that?
Yep.
Busted his nose open.
I remember that.
Oh, man,
God.
it was
That's
on
a
this
throwback.
field.
This is going Throwback Thursday.
No,
right?
it was on this field. I had to run out to the car and
Poor
get him
Brandon.
napkins so he could stop the
I-
bleeding.
I died that day.
He just he walked
Somehow-
he walked off the mat and he's like, "Yeah, I heard and felt the crunch."
Oh,
Somehow no blood got on the mat. The blood, like, it hit so hard that the blood was pushed back into my head for about,
Holy
like 10
shit.
seconds, and then it just gushed out.
wow.
Yikes.
Kujawa would be up there too. He throws pretty hard.
He's probably number
I
3.
would say 3.
When he's throwing hard, yeah.
And then you got Chandler and Bailey and Chandler
Chandler's
and Bailey.
two. I think
Chandler and
Chandler's
Bailey.
two.
I take Bailey.
No,
over
he's
Fair.
not 2. He's no higher than 3.
Or did we
because-
put RJ 2, even though he's not technically?
Yeah, well, I mean, I would. I'm considering him. Yeah, in this conversation, I'm considering him because didn't
You
Joel
think
Crozier put a Joel Crozier did like a slow mo and put them together, and Farkas was like 1 frame faster than Fisher.
You think Kujawa throws harder than CJ?
I don't know. I mean,
don't think so.
I think it's a toss up.
I don't think it's
I haven't seen CJ this year though. He's probably gotten faster.
We've seen
since last
plenty
year.
of CJ, and he throws faster than he did last year.
I mean, we'll see him later on this year, but I haven't seen him yet.
Definitely didn't slow down.
I think CJ, he doesn't always throw 100%. Like when he gasses it all the way up, he's definitely on par.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times he's probably throwing somewhere around 85-90%.
Especially with the angle he throws at. It's definitely one of the harder pitchers to hit.
I mean, his thing's always just been effectively wild. The
Yeah.
definition of
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Exactly.
That's the best description.
He always throws out of the
Wow.
same arm slot, and he throws like 3 different pitches basically from the same exact spot. If you don't see the holes,
Right.
it's
Yeah, no
Riser.
idea.
you got to guess slider, drop, or riser. And
Ben, did he get you with the dirty? Was it a riser? I don't know who he got with it, but he slowed it
don't
way
remember.
down and hit the board, and it was nasty.
All right, so we did the flashback Friday thing for Dennis. Let's actually kind of like look at next year.
Next year.
Nothing in terms of definites, but with what's happening right now with all the trades that are going down, where Kujawa left a last place team
Yes, he
and
did.
got onto a playoff team. Gendron now is moving to a playoff team. Do we have the talent for 8 teams?
Next year.
If it's evenly distributed.
You really can't, because I mean we get into the points where
Well,
like,
if you're doing no tags, you think no tags. You're doing non-pitching captain, so there's at least 8 good pitchers in the league, and then
there aren't 8 elite aces though. There are
not
probably
8
6.
There's not 8 elite aces, but there's 8.
I mean, if you want to count them down, it's Farkas, Scott, Stroni, Bailey, Chandler, Gendron. Those are probably the top 6. After that, Skinner. I forgot Skinner. So 7.
7.
So you got 7 really good pitchers there. After that, it's, no offense, Dennis, but a pretty sharp fall off.
Knowing my luck, I get the 8th pick next year too.
I mean, the 8th isn't that bad because you get 8 and 9. So
Okay, but if not 8 teams, how many? 6?
6.
3 and 3. What teams do you cut? Can't talk about that now.
Oh,
probably.
the camera's gone. But I mean, you would take teams with the 2 least interested captains, or I don't know. I mean, like we said, this
got
is
one.
this is not an all final.
Mike.
Checking himself out.
We already know 1, right?
Yeah. Pretty much.
But yeah, I mean, you would cutting out 2 teams. I mean, the talent at that point, as Josh said, it would be completely evenly distributed throughout it.
Yeah.
Every team would be competitive. You wouldn't have
Right.
like you wouldn't have an Aces without Scott. You wouldn't have a Stinky Nuts when all of their pitchers refuse to show up.
Right.
And like that's the other part of it. Is it's just dedicated players. Like this year at the start seemed really promising because you had all the rookies on the Islanders. We had a couple rookies. I mean, you got
Robert.
your 2 teams, the Balls and Robert's actually been camera down again.
Yeah.
But Robert,
Mike.
Jesse, I just call him Jesse now. Robert, Jesse, Skinner, they've been like pretty much the 3.
Yeah.
And then the Aces do have some too now. Dominic.
There's young
Who's-
talent out there
yeah.
too. It's just hard to find.
But I mean, with all the rookies not showing up, there are teams just with next to nothing out there.
You're on
If you go down to 6, you could go back to
3-man
8-person
teams.
rosters.
8-person roster. That'd be hard to fill.
Well, it's exactly where it's actually less than we're doing right now. Right now we're 8-7.
Yeah.
I think the only team with 5 is the Balls. Everyone else has 6 or 7 on roster at the moment. A few teams actually. Who still has that?
Friday,
King Friday.
Fridays. Are they at 5?
I think.
Oh, yeah, they're at 5 now after the trade.
Robert.
Wait, so those two are at 5.
Yeah.
For now.
Unless they have, didn't they have somebody else on that? Maybe that was.
They dropped Flum.
Oh, yeah, okay, they did. Okay,
Flam.
Another one of the rookies that just decided, nah, fuck
to
it.
flake out.
Right.
Which I would like to not be dependent on rookies, honestly.
So the Islanders.
Like having 8 teams is great because it's still fairly large, but I'm at the point where I think we need to not get smaller per se, but
Get
here
more
we go.
competitive.
We got to cut the conversation for a second. Look at this one. This is a fair or foul call. You'll see it.
Fair.
You'll
Looks
see
fair
it up
to me.
close. You could see it. Looked like it blinked behind the pole there.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You see a nice close up,
we
and
do
definitely
have a
going fair. That's definitely behind the pole.
Come on, Leonard Brink.
We decided not to really push the issue because
That would've
we're
made-
winning. What's the point?
They would
Jim
have made
Joyce
this
call.
game 5-0.
That would've made it 5-0. It's 2-0 at the moment. Would have made it 5-0.
And another dinger for Greg.
And another
Putting
dinger
them
for
out.
Greg. But it was one of those things where you got to pick your battles.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Especially at that point in the day.
Yeah, especially you've been out here now for
5
9
hours,
hours.
6 hours.
I mean, don't make the people you're there with mad. Just let it go. And Greg, to his credit, said, "You know what? I got one off him later." So, spoiler alert. We gotta throw at least one spoiler alert in every single one of these. But yeah, back to that. Kind of in that vein though. I think we need to
Well,
circle the wagons. I think is the term. If you go down to 6 teams, it's going to be more active players, dedicated players. Everyone's going to be around each other. Everyone's going to know each other. You're not going to have loose ends that are kind of that might flake out.
Right.
And so then
You know what you're gonna get at
you
that
can get the
point.
league stronger again, and then you can actually
Expand.
then talk about, hey, look how fun this is.
Right.
Nice bathroom. Oh, didn't like
Another
that.
thing with
Get
that
back to
too
the
is
roots.
it won't be an all day affair if you go down to 6 because
Exactly.
you'll have fewer teams that have to play. Maybe you'll
the-
have
the
the
number of
noon and
games stay the same?
2:30s and cut out the 5 o'clock games.
You could keep it at 28 games. I mean, having divisions when you only have 3 teams is kind of silly.
Yeah, you would. It would just
But
be
you
one
could do
division
it.
at that point.
I forget what the numbers are, but you can do it in a way where you play. I think you play the opposing division 4 times. That's 12 games. I forget what it is off the top of my head, but you can do it because you play your own division. You'd play 2 teams in your own division,
6
8 times.
8 times.
and then you play the opposing division 4.
16 and 12. Yeah.
So I mean, you could do it. The other option would be just play at 1-5, which is also weird because then you have imbalanced home and road. Not that home and road means a
Anything.
shitload of shit.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. Some teams like batting last. But yeah,
Sometimes
That would be
it comes
interesting.
comes in
I wouldn't
handy,
mind going.
Yeah, I
to
mean,
6.
sometimes it is an advantage.
especially if you're in.
it's one of those things we'll look at after the year, see where everyone's
Basically,
at.
it'd be a coin flip. That's what it possibly, or the previous season
Is there?
standings, or how they did last year. You know what I'm saying? Or no.
I do not know what you're saying.
No, I don't either.
What are you talking about?
I lost it too.
Were you talking about draft order or what were you doing there?
I'm trying to think too now.
Weren't you talking about home and away?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's talk
yeah.
about home and away.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it that way going forward, but
Nice pitch. Oh my
It
god.
should be a strike.
Yeah.
he better have called that a strike. I have no idea what it actually was. I was pretty much checked out at this point.
Was that called a strike? I wonder. Let's see.
It better have been because it was.
That would have been the second strike though, because I think he missed the first one.
Did he?
Yeah.
Farkas had one of those in the Holy Ball series too. It was a ball that. Did I pitch it? I must have pitched it because none of the other guys would have missed the board by that much. It was like 15 feet over the board, I think I was trying that Hail Mary where you just throw it as high as you can and hope it comes down somewhere near the board.
Mm-hmm.
And as it was going over,
Wayne took
Farkas
it.
just took a hack. We gave it to him though. We didn't count it against him. Not sure why. Not sure why.
But anyways, back to next year. I heard rumors that are both games going to be fast pitch, or are we going to have one mid pitch game?
That's another thing we've talked about. We talked about that before this year even.
Yeah, we did. I remember that.
It's a change that I get the point in. Because, I mean, obviously rookies don't like striking out 3 or 4 times in a game.
I feel like it would make the league more competitive too, because
NHL
I mean,
with Adidas jerseys. That makes us nice.
not every team's going to have 2 aces. So
Yeah, I mean it would completely change the way you draft.
yeah, exactly.
It would completely
Look
change
for
the makeup of the game
better
because I mean
hitters,
you would want to have
speed.
you would want to have a Farkas and then you'd want to have Zadams or a Paquin or maybe
Werner.
even you
I would
or
want a
Josh.
Werner.
Josh doesn't know what we're talking about. He's still looking at the Red Wings jersey. but like you would
Want
want to have
somebody
you
with
want to have a guy that throws like
mid-pitch,
below
lot of
60,
movement.
Oh yeah,
but throws well below 60. So you still would not want me.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
Our
that's
second game is with the Yellow Bats.
yeah, like
Anything's-
if that pitcher was there, it would be a yellow bat kind of thing, and it's
that would be cool.
mid pitch yellow bats. I would like that.
Like I get all the merits of it, but at the same time, it's
It really
That's
fucks up
basically what Get Her
stats.
Done
though.
days were.
it
Except
changes
for
the
Dennis.
yeah. But I mean, it kind of changes the. It's basically 2 leagues. Like you play 1 game in League A and then 1 game in League B, and it's just odd.
Yeah, that's true.
I could see the merit in doing it. I mean, there are leagues that do similar things, but they have them organized a lot better. One is Hessfield. They have it where they have 3 mounds at their field. I forget the actual distances of them, but it's like 48, 45, and 42. Not the actual numbers, but it's close to that.
Mm-hmm.
And the 48 is where you face the Farkases, the Kajawas, the Skinners. At 45, it's a mid-pitch kind of thing. And then, son of a bitch, stop hitting the board. And then at 42, it's a really slow pitch kind of thing. And like during each series, I think, I don't want to, like, similar to us, they do it where you play multiple games against the same team. And each pitcher gets so many innings they can pitch in that series.
Right.
So basically, it's like, okay.
Look, really fucked up the bat on that one.
That's both videos this week. Somebody drilled the board, and we wonder why they were falling over.
You almost don't even need to like apply that rule though, because game 2 is almost mid pitch already.
Yeah.
True. True.
This year has
Especially if
turned
I'm
it into
throwing
that.
Hey, when is that turning you on right now? That
Oh, that's hot right now.
Get Farkas doing that.
Oh,
even
here you go
better,
again.
Greg.
This
Even
is
better.
better.
Oh,
man.
baby.
Cakes for days.
Yes, sir. Give me the full moon.
All right, guys, I'm going to be
Look
right
at them
back.
calves.
Oh, yeah, do it.
Guys, I'm going to go to the
Yes,
bathroom. I'll be back in
baby.
5 minutes.
Highlight of the night right there, Greg.
that was
Thank
pretty
you.
fantastic.
Holy shit.
Thanks for that, Greg. Appreciate
Oh,
that.
shit.
Yeah, there are a lot of things we can do. There's a lot of things that people will vote down. Like, shit, I mean, we tried to do small changes this year, and everything we proposed got shot down. Pegging everywhere.
I think that should be allowed. I
Pegging
think so.
everywhere.
But that would have to accompany 2 fielders, and nobody wanted that either. I think people are like, if it's not broke, don't fix it, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly how we were. Is that board sideways?
Oh, yeah,
it is
for sure.
It did not go back in properly. But I mean, it's basically just Jim Joyce. It is not Jim
I feel like
Joyce.
sitting
Who's-
like this.
Angel Hernandez is
Watching
happening right now.
Yeah.
Because the board is like this.
His hold
This is
up
nowhere
on
near
his,
as bad.
on his at bats. His hold up is just like, it's the weirdest shit you ever seen.
I don't know how he keeps his hands back. I don't know if we see one on this or not because I mean he's not throwing super gas, but I don't know how he keeps his hands back when he does it.
So Gendron's been traded from the Islanders. We still have to face the Islanders twice. We still have to face Stinking Us 4 times. So how many games are left? What are we?
10. Everyone's at 18 games played at the moment.
Jeez, so that's 6 wins.
El Diablos have an easy schedule too. They have 4 versus the Aces, 2 versus the Nuts. Like, I mean, I know that they were freaking out when we got Scott, but I honestly I don't think we can catch them. We're a game back in the standings. They have the head-to-head tiebreaker, so they're technically 2 games ahead of us, or 1.5. I mean, we could do a weird tie thing, but we're not the Islanders or Stinky Nuts. We don't tie.
Right.
2 ties this year. Same 2 teams tied each other. 7-7 both games.
That doesn't even happen.
Yeah.
How does that even happen?
But I mean-
7-7 tie.
Like, just because we have to make up 2 games, they have 6 of 10 that are probably guaranteed wins. I don't know, maybe if Kiefer and Ray face each other, maybe they take an L there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Doubt it.
It's possible, but I doubt it too. So, I mean, we would basically have to play, and that's assuming they lose every other game, which won't happen. Chandler will win probably both of his games in the other series. We would have to win 8 of 10. That won't happen.
It might happen.
Yeah,
Even with the pitching.
you guys got the best shot though.
I mean,
Yeah,
even with that
yeah,
pitching.
Well, you put yourself in
Unless-
position to give
unless
yourself a
Bailey-
shot.
Unless Bailey don't show. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
He just magically takes off to rehab for another 30 days or something.
don't you dare.
No, he only does that on 420.
Well, that was a don't you dare to you. Just don't you dare. No, he gets out of rehab on 420.
Yes,
but-
that's right.
But, I mean, honestly, I don't think it really matters at this point where you... The hacky sack needs to be a rule. You should be allowed to do
That
it.
would have been perfect.
But, like, honestly, number 1's going to be, obviously, whoever wins Garcia.
Yes.
3 and 4 are going to be the 2 teams that don't. All of them are 12-6 right now. And then it's going to be whoever wins Ringler is 2, and the loser is going to be 5. It really doesn't matter where you end up there. Granted, you don't want to be in the play-in
No, you
game.
do not. I don't want to be. I think the playing game's going to be C is King Friday.
I do too.
That could be likely.
And then a Diablo Squirrels matchup, and then a Balls winner versus winner.
But, like, in my case, like, I would prefer to have Scott in the 1, Bailey in the 2. But honestly, if I go into the play-in game, I'm not really worried. As long as I don't have to burn my second pitcher in an overnight inning game.
Definitely
Week
throw
11.
Cujo in the playing game, though.
Yeah, but I mean, just throw one of them in the playing game, and then you have the other one
Yeah, I mean,
in game 1, and then you're right back at it. It's not that big of a turnaround from 1 to 2.
No.
for you though, it doesn't matter whether you throw either one of your guys 1 or 2. That's a luxury you
Yeah.
have. Like, no offense to Dennis or Skinner, but obviously Skinner throws harder than Dennis. You want him facing number 1. You don't want to put Dennis up against a number 1 because
When we faced Dennis last time, I mean, yeah, there was the headwind, but
That's the benefit of us.
we never put a ball in the air against Dennis. Greg and I had 4 hits in that game. They were all grounders into left field.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could win on that.
The heck was that?
that's the
was-
guy next door.
Man, I was gonna say something. Lost my train of thought too. Crap.
And same thing goes with us, where we have John Skinner and Farkas. Obviously we want Farkas to match up with their number 1 too. That's a luxury they have, that it doesn't matter if they throw them whom they throw game 1 or 2.
Well, we closed the season with the Stinky Nuts, so we can line up our
We closed with the
rotation
Aces.
there.
We opened and closed the season with the Aces. Bookend.
Collusion. Just kidding.
The schedule was made before you had any idea where the teams were. So.
True that.
We close
Also-
out. We close out with the Diablos.
Well, yeah, that's because it's the best rivalry in sports.
Yeah, holy.
Is that a day they'll have Hat and Bortman?
Unlikely.
Double
I
header
don't
day
think
or
so.
no?
It's I don't. No, it's not a doubleheader.
Oh no, the last week of the season is just 4 series.
Chandler versus Farkas and Ray versus Skinner.
More than likely, yeah.
This looks a lot like the Squirrels and whoever the hell you guys played this week scoreboard.
Diablos.
Yep.
It was 3-0.
Threes and then all zeros.
0. We just went on autopilot after the first inning.
Yep.
Craig was just pelting the board.
Do you throw to Gregory?
Gregory.
Gregory's a good name. Speaking of good names, we got one for this guy.
Oh, Dilly Pickle?
There you go.
Shut the.
Better than LLD.
I like to call him Dilly Willy.
Dilly Willy.
Yeah.
Nah. I like Dill. Paw.
Paw Dill.
Paw. Yeah.
What about DB?
That's awesome, yeah. DB, Paw.
Where the hell did Paw come from?
That's what
He's an
Dende
old
calls
man.
me. Paw Dill.
Yeah.
Follow-up question, who the hell was Dende?
Dende.
Dende.
Oh, that's... Oh,
Dude, there's so many fucking nicknames for me, dude.
I have no idea who anyone is anymore. Who's batting right now? We got a nickname for that guy?
Lindink.
3 home runs off Skinner.
Yeah, Lindink.
He owns Skinner, so.
Yeah.
Oh, he actually has a good one.
4 home runs every time I looked at Skinner and laughed.
Someone once called him, that called into the office, called him Lingbrook. We have no idea how they got to Lingbrook. Line break happens all the time.
Yeah.
Let's think about how good of a season Skinner would be having if he didn't have that first week mess up against the Balls and then didn't joke like he was barely throwing to Linnebrink. You were talking about it in the chat.
Okay, he was barely throwing to him for the first one. How do you continue to barely
He's
throw
throwing
to
it
him?
right down the middle every time.
So he was going back to
We were-
old Skinner where he just throws the slider down the middle.
We were up like 12-0 already. It really didn't matter.
I mean, yeah. It's rare that a guy has a 3 home run game and still gets mercied.
But you were talking, he has like, what, 32 walks or something like that. He's been all over the board this year. Bounce back here.
I mean, his key is that he doesn't depend on that slider anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of it's now that pretty much it's called an 11-7 curveball.
Fucking A. That thing goes like this.
Chandler could not
That's
deal with
fuck.
that thing
No.
at all this week.
No.
Case of the Serranos. I'm so proud of that phrase. Humble brag.
Oh, disrespectful right there with the yellow. No shoes and a yellow.
It's a corked yellow though, so it's got a little bit of merit.
He touched it.
Well, look at him go.
Oh, can we change one of the picks for this week? Over under squirrels wearing shoes 2.5.
Depends on how many squirrels are going to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll go under on that one.
Yeah, me too. Because I'll have shoes on. I know that for damn sure.
I'd-
Lights
I,
out.
I definitely won't have shoes on.
I might have knee pads on too. Just in case
dear.
I trip
Do you want to tell the audience why?
No.
Not because you want to suck some dick, is it?
No.
Second deck.
Not at
Second
all.
deck.
Not at all.
Wear pants, D.
Anybody that wants to think that, come ask me.
When you say "come ask me," is that a sexual invite?
Yeah,
You got
come
that?
ask me. See you
Come ask me.
Chill.
This is like the
coming
bagel.
around the mountain when she come.
Closing down here. Ooh.
Big stride.
20 minutes left.
Nice bat flip.
Good.
That was the third K on the bottom corner of the board to Gendron. I
I
don't know.
thought that was post. Looked
Was-
like post.
Don't be hat.
Looked like a post.
When you say look like post, is that a sex thing?
Wow.
Is there a brown
Everything's
wall?
a sex thing.
Is there a brown Wallen ball?
So what happened to Schultz? I thought he played like every week.
He had like graduation
Yeah,
2
last
weeks
week
ago
was a
and then
grad party. Last
then
week they were on family vacation,
family vacation.
to Bermuda. I don't know if it's to
Bermuda.
Bermuda.
Damn, did they go?
I don't know if they went to
or what?
Bermuda. They went somewhere. It's probably Toledo.
That's a hell of a
Toledo, the
vacation.
Toledo, the Miami of Ohio.
Wow.
It's true.
It is.
Actually, no. Cedar Point's the Miami of Ohio. I take it back.
No,
Oh.
Vegas.
How did that get?
It's still in the same
board?
city though, right?
It looked like it was
Is
going
it
to
still
be
Sandusky?
Sandusky.
inches inside.
I think so.
This
Fuck
guy's
that
actually a
place.
pretty good player batting right now. He's one of the rookies.
Yeah.
He's been here
Yeah.
back-to-back weeks now.
Mark Joyce.
Mark, not Matt Joyce.
Not
He has
Matt.
more career home runs than Matt Joyce. at 3.
Sad.
Actually, I don't know Matt Joyce's total numbers. He probably has more than 3, but he
Yeah.
shouldn't. He shouldn't.
No, he was good with the Rays.
One
Yeah, he
didn't
was.
expect
He was
it.
really good with the Rays.
Okay, more career Tiger home
I
runs.
think he hit 2 off of Justin Verlander alone.
Carl hates Matt Joyce, though, so we can always throw that in.
Nice.
I think we need to clean up these boards,
What
Corbs.
are those? And like seriously,
See, he replaces Mark, and he has the exact same opinion of Lindenberg. It's all about his shoes.
He's had those shoes forever.
what is he
Yeah.
wearing?
He's been playing
What
them
are
since I
those?
remember.
No, seriously.
What are those?
What are those? Real cute in the mids, the white mid socks.
Says
Jeez,
the guy who
Okies.
wears no shoes.
Who wears... Does anyone wear highs anymore? You don't anymore.
What?
High socks.
Just as Adams.
I mean, those
would-
Adams is mids, too.
Strong.
Yeah, you're right.
Mine are mids.
He used to rock the highs with the seals and
I
a
couldn't
couple
find
years
any,
with the balls.
I couldn't find anything good anymore. You know, some
Purple is a good color. I'm sure you can find something.
How do we
High
always
blacks.
get on socks?
Yeah.
yeah, I could. I like the purple ones, but they it's like they're all the purple ones or the colored ones are like too long. They're like soccer
yeah.
socks,
Oh.
so they like come up to
Come
your
on,
knee.
past your knee.
Yeah,
I never understood
Got
why
guys
soccer
on.
socks needed to be folded over. That was always my
Dude,
biggest
that
gripe.
swing is so much of an uppercut, dude. It's unbelievable, dude. Home runner out.
Definitely closes his eyes when he swings.
Can you tell he's got shades?
How? And look at that 7. It's got a tail. Looks like a dragon.
The numbers
What kind
are
of font is
the
that?
numbers are probably the best part of that.
Was this final
Lots
score
of
2-0?
No,
No.
this is the final inning, though.
no, he brought out the spoiler alert.
Do you guys
Greg with
play
the Dawn.
5 innings in an hour and 13 minutes? Holy shit.
And this last inning will take
16.
not quite that many. There's a-
Oh, Scott. No.
Damn.
That's even better than Greg. I don't know.
I don't know.
We don't even
Greg's
have to
got
pay
some
for this.
cakes, though.
We don't even have to pay for this.
Have the Seas just become the sexiest team in the league?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. All right, there is the power rankings.
There-
Sexy team in the league. I don't know if we want to do that one.
No.
I'm going to stay away from that one.
I'm gonna say Stinky Nuts are 8. I'll say that. It's official. It's on now. Paquin 7.
Come on.
Oh, fuck that.
We're putting the holy balls at 7. Headed by Chris
John
Paquin.
Skinner's I don't even know what to say anymore. How do you say nice things?
Do something with that erection, then we can come back and talk.
Wow.
Whose erection?
I tried using the pillow earlier.
Is that a cucumber? You're happy
You might
to
want
see
to watch
me.
that.
Excuse me. He likes the eggplant.
Holy fuck, dude. What the fuck? Oh, my God.
likes the
Corpse.
Holy shit.
Thought we brought up Farkas again.
Is Farkas a peach man?
The fuck should I know?
Fucking, I think Pac-Man thinks he's more of an avocado man.
The avocado man, huh?
Yep.
This
Farkas
is where I
likes
had
to
to plead
be that
ignorance.
nut
I don't know what the
in the
avocado is in sexting.
I don't know either.
Oh, man.
I didn't know avocado was a
Oh,
thing.
man.
Crazy.
You didn't hear what he said then.
No.
No.
Maybe it has
So he's
something.
getting that nut
Oh yeah,
in the middle.
Frieza,
Yeah.
have your shoes. For the last 2 weeks, someone's forgotten their shoes. Farkas forgot them 2 weeks ago. Kriza, I have your shoes.
The nut.
I
in
just
the middle
noticed
or the
them,
seed?
and I have them. They're in my car.
It's a seed, D.
It's a nut.
It's not a nut.
It's a big ass nut, dude. I call it a nut. They'll get with the program, bro.
Get your nut.
Oh, there's the question. So the squirrels, team hashtags. The squirrels used to have the hashtag Go Nuts, but now that's obviously not usable because of the Stinky Nuts. How much do you hate that team for being called the Nuts? Yeah.
We'll show them how it is Saturday.
Lay down the law.
Yep.
Come on, for the next few days, you guys just have to find all the gifs you can of squirrels eating nuts and just constantly post them at Mark and the Stinky Nuts Twitter account. Please, just go all in on
I'll
it.
do it.
I wonder if Diagnos is going to show up this week. Just stand there with our pants on our shoulders.
I'm going to say no.
No.
Probably not.
I hope not. Why
Just
would you?
know if
What's
Mark's
the
looking for
motivation
player.
showing up for a team that's 3-13-2 or whatever they are?
Oh,
He had a pretty decent draft.
Warning
too,
track.
on paper.
See ya!
Oh man, he almost caught up to Crazy.
Well, that's the third C I've heard. Or no, 2.
I didn't
Third.
hear see it.
that is 3. That's the spoiler alert. Only run of the game not scored on a home run.
Is this it right here, Mr. Greg?
It's Greg batting.
Homer.
Greg, the only redheaded Jackie Robinson left in the league now that Nate's gone. Bellinger. You can't see his number on his back because of the sun.
Any
P.S.
relation to Cody Bellinger?
I don't know. But P.S. Never shoot a game after 6 o'clock again. Sun.
Not on this field. You could have got away with it on the other one.
Possibly. But the other game was the Aces and Nuts. Did you want to see that?
No, you just
No.
gotta move field.
That's
Goodbye.
it's nowhere near as far as the one he hit off Chandler.
See ya! See ya!
Gone like Jose Fernandez.
Wow.
Had to go
Too
there.
soon?
That's
No,
just
not
sad.
too soon.
Jose, you
That's just
gotta
sad.
just use Aaron Hernandez, man.
Wow.
Jose's is tragic.
Yeah.
Can't believe you said that, Pigman. Such a dick.
Well, he was all coked up.
Why would you do
It
that?
wasn't.
Driving
more
a
than-
boat.
It's more that it wasn't tragic. It was irresponsibility.
And half what tragic?
Why do you
Any,
stink?
I don't know. It's weird. Weird topic.
Insane K per 9, though.
Jose Fernandez was sucking dick for 12.
Honestly, that man struck people out.
He was a stud for sure. It is tragic. It's fucking depressing, is what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like just a waste of talent. You just piss it away.
Oh, say
To be
it.
honest, my exact words when I hit it was like, I don't even want it. It was the cheapest, stupidest home run ever off a pitcher.
What was that? That put you in 9? How many
9
home
or
runs
10,
did-
I don't know.
Do you have over 100 career home runs now?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I think you do.
I think you do. I don't.
I think I was at, I thought I was at 80.
Oh, no, it's not over 100 because
No,
Greg had me look up to
no.
50s and you weren't there yet. You probably get there.
Am I
You-
still number 2? Who's even close to me at number 2?
This is a number no one knows.
You're gonna have to do research and get back to you on that one.
There's a few minutes left in this game. I might be able to do it. No promises.
Corbs can get it. I want to know who's 3 because I know it's Dennis and then me.
Probably Diablo.
I'll need
I
you
would
guys
say
to let me know
Chandler.
what you have this year, but
Chandler or Kyle.
Yeah, I guess would be Kyle.
actually, no, I'd never set it up. Damn it.
I have 6 this year. Den's got 10.
Oh, and look at bait. Now this is disrespect.
With the yellow left-handed.
It is the corked yellow again, though. So there's that.
I wonder if Gendron's happy to be off this team. No, I
No.
would be.
I know Dennis was using the.
Is that out?
Yeah.
Oh, he hit it out.
Oh, that didn't get resized. That's a problem. Oh well. It's a big RS.
That's okay.
That's a shot from the lefty batter's box.
Maybe he's been lefty all along. But no, Dennis, you were using the yellow at some point in the series.
Yeah, the last at bat with Chandler.
Was that a dad's tryout?
No, not really. I think I should already have a spot, to be honest with you.
It'd be stupid for you not to have a spot.
In terms of guys that put in the work. You're
Yeah,
definitely
we don't
on that
want.
list.
We only have 3 minutes. There's no way we can have a conversation about this.
No way.
We have 8 minutes.
Well,
But no,
whatever. That's still
Isn't
not
that a
enough
rule
time.
that we don't we stay away from that?
It's basically a rule. We don't say the words NWLA.
It's like Fight Club, you know. Don't talk
You
about
don't
Fight
talk
Club.
about it.
Don't talk about Fight Club.
I'm just.
You can't
I'll
take
give
Castle
my-
instead of Dennis.
I'll give my explanation. Like, the tournament was a good idea when it started, but all it's done is kill leagues. No leagues anymore. Like, back in the days, 11, 12, even 13 to an extent, the only way to get your league noticed was to produce the best content, promote your players, promote your league, whatever weird shit you did. And that's how you got noticed. And if you did something cool, people were like, oh man, that league's awesome. Now the tournament's here, so everyone sees each other for 1 week in the summer. And all leagues do is do the minimum to get eligible to go there. And then...
Because when you started out, you had to do a video and announce your lineup and everything. This should still be that way.
Well, I mean, you do have to do video evidence now and stuff, but like leagues do the bare minimum to get eligible. Most of them do Periscope 5-second videos of them. One guy taking it back saying he's eligible, but all it is about going to the tournament. You got people jumping leagues, which is stupid. It's, I don't know. The tournament's backfired in a terrible way.
There's got to be a way to that can be resolved.
It can be. And from the guys I talked to, they might kick it in the butt next year. So
need more than one game to be eligible.
Well, it's more than one. I don't know.
Like
I don't know if they're going to change anything like that. But like, from what I understand, regionals are gone.
It should have
just because they were not a bad experience this year, but too much work for what they produce. So there's talk about it. There's talk about it becoming an invitational, where it's going to have to be
one location.
There probably will be some automatic qualifiers from the year before.
Ooh, camera gone. Zoop.
In the game. But other than that, it's going to be like you have to have a respectable league to get an invite, kind of thing. Which I think that would be cool. Like bring the leagues that are worthy of note.
Yes, exactly.
And you are representing that in your league, so I feel like you should be somebody that's an everyday.
Like that's my opinion on it too. I mean, I have no control at all over the dads, but like if I was running the thing, it would be the 8 guys who not only are having the best year on the field, but also bring the most to the league. Like they're involved in stuff behind the scenes. They're there every week. They help out.
They want to play.
Yeah, like they generally enjoy being part of the league. Like those would be things that
that's funny.
Would be important to me.
Those criteria don't apply to any of the players on the current team. That's awesome.
I wouldn't say any.
No, there's 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, back off.
Very true.
Really.
I know it's true, or else I wouldn't fucking say it.
I said to put my words in there.
Yeah. You're chatty, too-hearted, and now you're chatty over there, Dennis.
Don't take too hard to get me chatty on the subject.
Plenty of opinion without the two-hearted on D.
Fucking A, look at the numbers, bro.
Jenner is dancing again, by the way.
Say what?
Dennis should be the captain of that damn thing.
I don't know about all that.
Why not? You were here first. Before
What is
short.
Lindenbrink wearing at this point? This is not...
Boy, he's sitting right next to you, bro.
D, do you now agree that they should be the 7th best jerseys? Wait.
No!
Give
God.
it to us, baby. Damn.
That's gotta be...
I'm breaking you a couple singles, bro. Break out the tummy for me, bro. Please.
I want to see a belly roll.
Oh, man.
Is that deserving of 7th best jersey now? Just
Number 1.
Oh. Josh changes.
7-1.
The swing. That's quite the swing.
The wind's blowing it all around. Man.
Oh,
no,
baby.
thank you.
I got excited when Gender was up, but then...
What do you think the chances are that he hears that?
I hope he does.
If somebody makes it into hour
Minute
68,
70.
hour 68 of this,
Yeah.
they get kudos.
It would be tough.
Oh, Jenner's doing it too. I didn't know Jenner.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He was the first one to do
Is
this.
Joyce doing it? Anyway.
I doubt it.
Anyway, change up in the media this week. The play-by-play video is going to be the original idea. We're doing a live broadcast at the game. I need a number 2 on commentary. You can do color, you can do play-by-play. Personally, I think I'm a better color commentator than play-by-play. I call home runs. That's my thing. 2 in my life. Live. Awesome. It's going to be Flying Squirrels and Holy Balls, so none of these guys, unless they want to just bail on their team, can be involved.
Can I suggest somebody?
You can suggest somebody. I was going
Greg
to
Brandon.
I would do it if I wasn't playing.
Greg would be a good.
Greg Brandon.
Yeah.
Greg Brandon, show your face, do the color commentary.
Yes, sir.
I'll see if
Please
Greg
do
wants to do it. I mean, we play at noon. You guys play at 2. When do you play?
We play noon and 5. Oh, yeah, we play at noon.
Noon, so we can't do it. We're playing at that time. Oh, crap. If it's at noon, I can't do it either. We'll find another game to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll find a game to do.
I'll get in on that action if I'm not playing.
You could set it up and let 2 of the guys go at it.
Who would you trust to do it?
I didn't say it was going to
Werner
be easy
Stroni.
task. Yeah, you could do Warner Stroni if they wanted to.
Werner Strona could be good.
Big Castleman on
The trick to doing a live play-by-play is you actually have to prepare for it.
Yeah. Stats. And
When Carl and I used to do them, we would go... Like, I mean, we wouldn't spend hours on it, but we'd have stats in front of us. We'd, like, shoot back and forth messages like, yeah, when this guy's batting, we should probably talk about this. Oh, yeah, that's a cool story about that guy. Like, you gotta actually know things about the players you're talking about.
it. Remember the first championship against who was it? What the Loppies or whatever?
Delapi.
Oh, you mean the 7-game series in one day? That was
Yeah,
cool.
they had the camper out there. You guys were
Dude, that
doing
shit
live.
was nuts.
Alex Shore was our umpire.
I
Oh
wasn't
my
there
God.
because I was supposed to be there for the conclusion the following weekend, but
We were there from sun up to sundown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They,
Then through
they
4
wanted to
games.
they wanted to take a picture with us and everything. We said, "Hell no, it's about to storm. We're out of here."
Right.
Won the ship, left,
Yep.
grabbed the trophy.
And dude, what
no, you didn't grab the trophy until February at Carl's.
Yeah, when
Yep.
we Dennis went out there and picked it up.
Me and Ski did.
I think there were
What,
2
do what?
pictures.
Yeah.
Oh man, Bailey
Got
has
that
the
picture
title
on my
right now.
Facebook.
Oh yeah.
For what?
But
Bailey,
we need to
Bailey
update
has
it.
the title.
That's what we do with that
Like
belt, dude. That
5
belt's
He has
coming
the
to
title.
5
Oh,
years
the belt.
belt.
The Seas will not retain.
I'll be like
the title
Aaron
this year.
Rodgers.
Bold prediction.
Yep. Oh,
Bold
Discount
prediction.
double check, baby.
Hey, that belt would look very good in this Warriors jersey, dude.
We can only lose it by pinfall or submission, so good luck with that. We'll just walk away with it.
Oh, yeah, I think Greg would beat us. No, we got a Ski over here, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, somebody else. We can take Greg.
Yeah, there are your standings again. We talked about
Look at that
all before.
Garcia. Stats.
Yeah, but look at-
Hashtag stat.
no one has less wins in Wrangler than Garcia, so suck it. Suck it, Garcia boys. Got 5 seconds. Anyone want to have a final comment?
Squirrels end up with the best record in the league.